Hello there, welcome back to the Midland Earth channel. Today we are doing our much anticipated spoiler review for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Been looking forward to talking about this film because I really enjoyed it. I've been waiting for it for a long time. Sony and Marvel have released Spider-Man Brand New Day finally, and we are going to do our super duper spoilerific review of it. I think I'll start, to be fair, because I've got loads that I loved about this film.
You always do, you love all the films. Go for it. Gush. Tell us everything you love about it.
Go on.
Initial thoughts. I really enjoyed it. I think it's potentially my favourite of Tom Holland's Spider-Man films. I loved the performances, I loved the action, I loved music, I loved the way that it was like shot. The cinematography was awesome, especially like all the web swinging and stuff. I liked what it was about. I liked that the characters got to mature and like they can tell that they've lived in the world a bit longer now. I like who Sadie Sink was playing. Mystery, but we can talk about that in a bit. I like everyone that was involved. I feel like this is the best use of MCU characters in a Spider-Man film as well. What else did I like? I like the direction. I thought Destin Daniel Cretton did an awesome job. Not that John Watts didn't do a good job, but I feel like this, you can tell it's a different director. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd say it's probably my top, apart from the animated ones, I'd say it's probably like my favourite, like I said before, my top ranked Spider-Man film, just because it's very like Spider-Man-y, personally.
Well, top Spider-Man film of all time?
Maybe, personally.
Oof.
Well, that's some big claims.
That is a big claim, that right there.
That's just me personally. I don't know about you guys, but what are your initial thoughts, Tyler?
I mean,
You go first.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I think it was one of the worst. No, it was one of the best ones. I just don't know if it was my favourite one, in the sense that I feel like they didn't really do enough with the villains apart from a montage. I didn't mind who the villain was in this film, but I did think that it was very predictable when it came to the villain. I mean, I think that's one of my negatives on the film, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad film. It might even be like my second favourite Spider-Man film overall. When it came to villain, I think that was a bit of a poor show.
About you,
The villains we've had before.
About you, JJ?
Yeah, I'd say it was enjoyable as a Spider-Man film. Like Tyler said, there were some bits that were quite predictable. But sometimes I'll watch a film and I know what's going to happen. I know it's predictable, but at the end of the day, it's if you enjoy the film, you can watch a film that's so out there and like outlandish, and you don't know what's going to happen, but it's not enjoyable because it's just like a brain destroyer, and you just sat like, I didn't actually enjoy that. I spent more time trying to figure out what's going on than enjoying it.
Tenet.
Yeah,
Tenet.
it was good.
No. We're not having Tenet hate over it. That's a great film.
Tenet's like a brain destroyer. My God, I like this film, but
I personally found it easy to follow, but that was just me.
If you don't look into it too much, but I'd say I agree, like with the villain part, because I felt like they stuffed a lot of like crumbs in there that they didn't expand on. Like, they had the guy. Did you know that the guy who played Tombstone is the guy who plays Tombstone in the animated films?
Oh, okay.
And it's like he literally got proper like whited up and everything, and like ready to play the character, and he's literally in it for like 5 seconds. Like, oh, here we go, it's Tombstone. Oh no, yeah, we've captured him now. It would have been nice. I don't know if they're setting up like a Sinister Six thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't know if you saw, but like, I was reading an interview. He was just happy to be there because obviously, like, there isn't much representation for like albino, like, black men out there. But I think he was just happy to be there. But I did feel like, as you touched on yourself, that they got him all like costumed up for a cameo, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if
we knew that like the villains that we saw in the trailer weren't going to be in it forever, but the fact that it's like going through villains like that at the start, especially someone like Tombstone, who we haven't really had a proper representation in live action yet. Like, I think he was great in what we do. My issue is we needed him more.
Didn't they have...
even if he was there for like the first 10 minutes, but the fact that they only gave him 30 seconds and then it was like, bye then.
like, didn't they have? Wasn't Rhino in it? I'm sure there's like the third one that he catches is Rhino, and I'm sure he's like, but he looked dead weird. There's like a guy in like.
The thing is, I don't know if it was Rhino or Hammerhead. I saw him more as a Hammerhead because he went through the wall with headphones, but I don't know, to be honest.
Something like that,
It
yeah.
was that quick. That's what I mean. It was that quick that I didn't even really get a chance to look. I'm gonna have to like,
yeah,
it goes on streaming. I'll have to watch it and kind of like pause it or maybe look for a stream. But yeah, that's what I mean. There was like they had the hand, and they were just kind of like side things. Oh, they're good now, and well, good. And they're just in it now, like you know, for no reason. And then obviously the ending where it's like the real bad guy. It was like okay, kind of saw that coming. Like we said, bit predictable, but I liked, like you said, Matt, Sadie Sink. I think she is good in it. But we said, didn't we, about in the car back? Because like, does she have a sister? Did they just write that in randomly just to give her like?
So apparently, I've heard that her sister is actually a character, but she's not got abilities in the comics. Apparently, so they've kind of altered her a little bit. But do you want to start with the goods or the bads first?
Yeah, start with the goods.
Start with the goods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first because I've got too many. I'll just comment on what you guys like.
Sounds really hypocritical, but one of the goods is also the negative I was just whinging about. One of the goods is the fact we've finally got Tombstone in live action.
Thing is though, they could do like what they did with the Scorpion, where he was in like Homecoming, and then they finally like upped him up a little bit, aren't they? You know what I mean? Because because that is very Spider-Man-y, where like you'll see somebody mentioned or you see the character not as the villain yet, and then they'll come back later on. You know what I mean? So they could build on that character from there. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. If he like escapes or whatever. So they could have Tombstone in a bigger capacity later on.
Yeah, another thing that's like, you know, a negative but also a positive is it was very like the game. Like,
yes,
there's a lot of bits where it's like, oh yeah, this is like the Spider-Man game, and like the weird electric like batons and like the fact that all the villains are kind of there. I feel like it's nice to see that obviously the time has gone past and he's become a more mature Spider-Man and a mature character. But the negative part would be that I wanted to see more of it. Like the positive thing of, oh my god, yes, it's the world's expanded instead of it just being Green Goblin and Spider-Man, maybe Venom, like the older ones. They just kept recycling, kind of going back through it. It's nice to see that it's getting to that point where none of the other films kind of got to. Like every time I moaned about this in like a video we did ages ago, where I was saying that how many times are we going to see Spider-Man at school? Like he's literally in the comics and in the animated show, the 90s one, he was at school for like a little bit. It's barely even like in the comics. When they restarted it and went back to the beginning is when he was in like school, college kind of thing. Most of it is him being Spider-Man and being a grown-up and working at is it the Daily Bugle for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Daily Bugle.
Yeah. Like, so it'd be nice that if they do carry on, if Tom Holland does carry on being Spider-Man in the future ones, if they actually like show him grown up and he's kind of doing more Spider-Man-y stuff.
Because I think they've done all right on the grown-up. Because you can see he's matured. He's not at school anymore, kind of thing. It doesn't actually show you what he does for a job, does it? He just kind of has a. He just has a.
Yeah.
He just has a flat, and that's it. He doesn't. He didn't know how he gets money or anything. So that's interesting. But I think he does seem a bit more grown up. But yeah, I know what you mean about.
The only thing I think of is the little. I say blink and you miss it. Like almost listen, you miss it. Is the fact that he's living in a loft that the guy talks about is just full of asbestos. So I'm feeling like maybe that's why he doesn't have a job, because he doesn't need a job. He's like, no one wants to live here. You could have this area.
How does he eat? How does he live?
He's mutated. He's got spider guts now. He just eats the asbestos.
Yeah.
Or
that is true.
Theory. What if Tony Stark left him some stocks and shares in Stark Industries?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that is true. That's more likely. Even more likely, I feel like, if we're thinking outside of the box, he eats the asbestos, and because of his newfound spider DNA, he can actually weave silk out of his backside, and he sells the silk.
Yeah.
What if the organic webbing comes out and he's going, oh, it's made of this and nylon and whatever? No, it's made of asbestos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the reason he's got the organic webbing. It's just like expelling out of his arms.
That was another positive. The scene where it was like the pre-ejaculation, if I can say that on YouTube.
It was like.
Out of his,
That was very funny to remember.
I looked over at Jacob and was just like, you're too young to know about this, so that's fine.
But no, I thought this was quite. The jokes were quite funny in this one as well. I enjoyed it.
Touchy subject. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of adult humour in this one. But I also like how, away from it being a bit like tongue-in-cheek, crude adult humour as well in that scene, is the fact that I've seen it a lot on Facebook. The fact that Tobey Maguire just like accepts that organic webbing's coming out of his arm, whereas like Tom Holland's actually got the reaction anybody would, like, ooh, like, why is this coming out of my arm?
That was so funny.
It wasn't like being that and it being gross. What's it feel like?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Ooh. That horrible feeling. It's like Wolverine with his claws every time. So imagine that sensation of something coming out your wrist.
Yeah, I've never actually thought about that one. I feel like you may have just like burst my childhood dreams of being Spider-Man and swinging around and be like, realistically, yeah, it's going to be a weird sensation every time you swing it around.
But it's just every time.
just wrenching every time.
Someone walking down on the street's like, what is that?
Yeah. Now we know why the criminals look so disgusted when they get tangled up waiting for the police.
Or they go, no, I'm allergic to asbestos now.
Maybe that's why we don't see like these low-level street criminals. They're all just like got asbestos poisoning.
Yeah, they're all hooked up to Benton.
I feel like we went on a tangent there and made Spider-Man very inappropriate and dark.
We did. I think they should do that. You know how James Gunn did the dark, evil Superman? Maybe we should do that. Like
Brightburn, yeah.
Yeah, Brightburn, but I don't know, it was asbestos web. And they'll just do this. Yeah, just do this dark Spider-Man. Might get us back on course.
Yeah.
Did you like the performances?
Yeah, they will definitely stand out. Really
I
good.
have to admit, Zendaya, I did not know she could make that many different faces. I thought she had like two.
No, she has got quite a lot of things, to be fair. Like in the Euphoria, she's quite good at hilarious faces and stuff. So yeah, I was
going to say, I think, to be honest, I think people that say she can't act haven't seen Euphoria. I just think that when it comes to film, it isn't that she doesn't try. I just don't think she really, puts herself out there. I mean, she's very safe in her acting when it comes to films.
I don't know. I think she's good in Dune.
She's
not bad, but again, I don't feel like there's much facial change. She looks like peeved off all the time. I mean, I would be too, but like, there's no like happiness. It's just always thunder. Face like thunder.
Change it from Dune to Scowl. Yeah, I think the performances were good. Like Tom Holland smashed it as always. He does a good like crying. Like it's better than because Tobey Maguire has an ugly cry face. Proper ugly cry face. Tom Holland like still looks like human when he cries.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the actors have kind of evolved in the characters. To be fair, I think they're definitely more mature and stuff. I think enjoyed it.
I mean, as I will say though, that Sadie Sink smashed it more than Zendaya. Like I love her as an actor. I think an actress, should I say?
I know she was definitely a standout. Sadie was.
Yeah, she's got a good range, and she does a very good, like angry, sad thing. Like she was good at it in Stranger Things.
Yeah, I think she'll.
I mean, obviously, like it's a spoiler. Like we'll talk about spoilers. Like I think she brought, in the good sense, a new face to Jean Grey. I don't think she really tried to be anything she wasn't. So I think she embraced it as her own character, which is how I want it to be.
Yeah, she wasn't like impersonating other characters, was she? Wasn't impersonating other actresses, like playing the character. That's good, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I think she came in with the right attitude of, this is my Jean Grey, this is how I'm going to play her.
I think she'll do really well if they keep her on and like redo the kind of. They've done it like 2 times now, with the like whole Dark Phoenix part and that like internal struggle. I think she'd pull that off really well.
Well, she already seems pretty, pretty like she's got some attitude. So yeah, that bit when she was like controlling like MJ was well dark. Jeez.
Yeah, still like I saw that a lot on Facebook. It's like, oh yeah, she wasn't the villain, and then everybody's like, yeah, but why did she do that?
I think
there was just no reason for her to do that for the plot. For plot's sake, there was no actual reason for her doing that. I mean,
but no, it was she was trying to show that she's trying to show that she could get to her, wasn't she? That's the whole point. Because like you were saying, like you were never going to touch her, kind of thing. She was like, just did, mate. Sorry. Because he was saying,
how did she actually do that? Because he got away. He got obviously she had that disc before. Spoiler, the ending where she expanded it. She only had 33 feet or something. She could do the jump. So how did she actually?
Well, I'm assuming someone would have rescued the man out of the helicopter. They wouldn't just left him dangling there. Like, look at that helicopter.
But how did they get to? Do you know what I mean? I know she's fast with the thing, but surely it would take a while for them to get to the guy in the helicopter. Then she'd jump into them. Then she'd have to get there down to the ground level or with someone else. Then find where they are and then jump. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I thought was like a plot hole. Like it was good. It was a good shock scene of like a twist. Like, oh my god, she remembers who he is. Oh no, it's just a trick all along. And then it's like, but how? How did she do it?
For me, when she did that, that felt very Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio-esque.
Which we spoke about, and we said that was a good one. That was a good Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It was good. I like that there's already some darkness to the character, and I thought it was clever that they introduced a mutant as a villain as well, because then it obviously puts you in the mindset of like humans and being like, people with abilities, bad. You know what I mean?
If obviously after the Doomsday stuff, if they keep Tom Holland's universe around, it obviously sets it up to have the mutants in that universe properly.
Well, he's already created a power inhibitor, so that kind of will tie into the mutants and trying to kind of stop them, kind of thing, won't it? So maybe he'll have to pay.
Trask is definitely on the horizon.
Has anyone
going to weaponize that?
Has anyone seen, like you were saying, you've seen some of the criticisms online of stuff? I've seen some of them, and it's like, did you watch the film? Like, you see some of those. It's like, have you actually seen it? Like, there was one where they were saying about the letter. They're saying, oh, how did MJ know it was about her? It's like, because he read it at the beginning of the film. The first thing he did was read it, and it says, like, I love you, MJ, or something. He literally says her by name, that it's her. And then another one I saw was about the inhibitor. And they were like, said something about how did he get it to work on Jean? And it was like, well, you literally explained it in one part that he made it specifically to combat her. It was different to the one he had, because he still had his on, didn't he? And then it's not until the fight scene near the end where he takes it off. It was a completely different inhibitor, and people were like, I was like, have you not seen it? He literally he says it. He literally says that what he's doing when he's making it. I wonder if you've seen any more of those kind of criticisms that are just like, have you not seen it?
Yeah, some people do that.
I think they missed the classic line. I feel like he should have been talked to someone, takes the inhibitor off in that fight scene and goes, that's my secret. I've always been the human spider.
Did anyone think that the Hulk was a bit wasted?
I liked his inclusion, to be fair. I thought it was alright.
Definitely wasted, but then again, I feel like we've finally got Hulk back to full power instead of just Smart Hulk, everything Smart Hulk. As much as it was good, they did use Smart Hulk a bit too much. It was like, I want the green guy back. I want him back.
I love the scene of I didn't know you could get that big. It's like, because he only ever met him when he was like Clever Hulk, didn't he? When he was Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure he never met him when he was that big. When he was like
because
pure...
because the first time Tom Holland was in the MCU, Hulk was already in space.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because it was Civil
Age of
War,
Ultron,
wasn't it?
Yeah, Age of Ultron, he went into space, and Civil War, he was still in space.
Well, he would have only ever met him at Tony's funeral, wouldn't he? That's the only time they've ever come into contact.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we didn't see that. They were just there at the same time. We never saw them actually talk to each other. But that would have been the only time.
It was nice that they've kind of put it in, but there was some scenes like that where it feels like Marvel has this issue where they spend time in another film setting up another film.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, they didn't have to have... If they took that Hulk bit out, it wouldn't have affected the film, because he went to go and talk to him, and he got this kind of like, little chat that he said, oh yeah, well, technically, could I do this? Could I do that? He could have just figured it out. He figured it out on his own to make the one for him. And he didn't actually get any kind of like, go, oh, I've got a code that can do this. Here you go. Or this is how you'd fix that issue. Do blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He just kind of said to him, oh, do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
So they could have took all the Hulk stuff out and it wouldn't have mattered. But it just feels like it's setting it up to go, oh, well, in Doomsday, we're getting proper Hulk back so we can actually fight properly.
Yeah,
but I'm looking forward to that, because otherwise they would have had to add some weird thing in it in Doomsday to bring him back to full power.
But I enjoyed... I know, like, you might think it's kind of wasted, but I did enjoy having Bruce Banner and Hulk in it, to be fair. And I thought the fights were awesome.
It was. I've loved he did the Loki to him.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like,
and I love Punisher just realising that he's like out of his league.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
John Bernthal was good. I love him as Punisher, and he was good in that, because they kind of obviously... I think we touched on it, that they obviously softened him a bit for this. But I feel like, if you guys seen the movie, is it like One Last Kill?
Yeah.
The
that's he's always such a broken person, and I feel like it shows that Peter's obviously made a friendship with him, and that's kind of softened him a bit.
I think
nice to see some range off of Punisher.
Yeah, it's a good evolution of the character, and I think John Bernthal kind of got to play a lot of things in this. Like, he played like usual Punisher, and then he played like softer Punisher, and he got to be like Jean Grey, embodying the Punisher when he was like, "Good luck with that." When she was like, controlling him. That was well funny.
You know how I know that he put his full heart and soul into this acting job in?
And we got to see him cry as well. We got to see him like properly cry.
Not even that. I feel like you know that like he put his heart and soul to this, because this is a man who on every talk show says that he doesn't trust people who go for naps. And what was he doing in one of the last scenes in the film? Having a good old nap.
I like that he got to feel like what it was like to be an actual hero as well, when he was pretending to be Spider-Man and getting all the praise.
As much as it was cheesy, like, I like how he played it, because it's exactly how he would be in his softer thing, like you say, hero for a day sort of thing, because he's always just been this stern character. I mean, he knows that himself, so I think
But I do think
the character understands what it is to be a hero at that point.
Yeah, I think he kind of got a taste in it in that one last kill or whatever. You know, at the end when he kind of he killed that guy for like hurting the dog. He was kind of because he was. I'm like, no, you know where he got when he saved, was it like a donut shop guy or something? Like,
yeah, like a bakery.
The little girl kind of like hugged him, didn't she? And was like kind of like thank you, and the guy was like thank you and stuff. And that was kind of. I don't know. But like he's starting to like get positive praise for like being a hero, you know what I mean? He's not like kind of like been used to that, has he? So I think they're kind of gearing him to be more heroic now, more than just psychopath, which is nice.
He's gone from a psychopath. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I don't think they should add him to the main roster in like Doomsday and stuff like that. Because what can he do? It's like they've kind of obviously retired some of the less powerful heroes, but they've obviously brought in Florence Pugh's character with the beautiful hair, Sorry, I always have to bring that up. And they're not as powerful, but they're still on a better level than Punisher. Like he doesn't have, he's not really. He's just basically an ex-army vet that shoots people and screams. Like is he any different?
Is he any different to Yelena though, or like Red Guardian, or
she was trained by this like crazy, because she was Black Widow's sister, isn't she?
Yeah, but is there any much difference? Is there much difference?
Yeah, because like Punisher's just like ex-army kind of thing, whereas they're like ancient assassin kind of from. Do you know what I mean? It's like bit more thingy. I still don't think she'll be able to do
with Punisher. He's an ex-Black Ops agent that has had his family killed and he's got rage behind him. Whereas I feel like Yelena is an assassin, but so she learns how to like manipulate people's emotions. But I feel like Punisher still understands people's emotions. He just doesn't care because of all the hatred he has inside himself. That's why I feel like Yelena, as much as she's a funny character, I don't think her character has evolved that much. But I feel like that's just because of the training she has. Whereas Frank has had the time now and been around more people to actually start almost breaking the stone cold heart that he gave himself. Whereas Yelena's always had that, but she always has like this two-facedness to her. I feel like with Frank, he just had hatred in his heart and no room for love after what happened.
Hatred in my heart.
So yeah, he's gone from a really angry guy with a machine gun to a sort of friendly guy with a machine gun.
Yeah, I did like the relationship that they had. It's probably one of my favourite parts of the film, to be fair. I did like it.
Yeah,
I like how they're just like big brother, little brother, where they're just arguing like, oh, fucking, well, you fucking know what are you talking about? Like, it's so funny.
The question is, what happened on Staten Island?
I think they could set up like a street level thing. You know how they've obviously brought Punisher back, they brought Daredevil back. They could bring Spider-Man in and do like a Peter and Frank and do like a TV
sitcom.
Those two
Sitcom, 6 episodes.
Yeah, just do that.
Commission now.
What happened on Staten Island and just has them kind of like just being funny.
Just
like how they did Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just do that, but with Peter and Frank.
Like a Marvel one-shot. What happened on Staten Island?
Yeah.
Yeah. Special presentation. The Staten Island affair.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
What do you think of Yelena being in it, in the random spa thing? Think that was a bit random, or are you saying about like, oh well, we could take the Hulk scenes out? Could you take that scene out? Could you just find that out some other way?
I suppose so. She was kind of a MacGuffin. Like, he shows up and then she just says, "Oh yeah, I've seen this file and this is what this is. Here you go." And then off he went. Like there wasn't really much extra. They could have made it more interesting, but it was more a comic relief scene, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of set up that
I feel like they made her the Bond girl of this film. Oh, you found me in a state of undress. I will give you exposition.
that is true. Yeah, that is what. That is literally what Bond girls do. That's quite funny. I've never heard that before.
No,
I'm going to tell you this. Oh, I'm dead. That's literally what they do. That's funny.
Oh no, I'm naked in a sauna, but only you can see my shoulders because this is still a kids' film, and I'm going to tell you exposition.
Yes, it's only a 12A. Sorry.
Can't show off my beautiful hair. Sorry. But yeah, that was funny.
It still looked nice. It wasn't as fluffy in this film. Hairstylist needs to be sacked.
This is true.
But yeah, I think
as soon as I told Ruby that she was in it, she was like, "I've got to watch it now." I was like, "Exactly."
Got to watch it just because she's in it. Yeah. But I think, I do think the inclusion of like the game stuff and stuff was kind of them doing the 4-quadrant thing. You know what I mean? And kind of they've got like good actors for like the adults and like awesome action for like kids and like certain male audiences. They've got kind of the game stuff for the younger kids, and like they're kind of trying to appeal to everyone, aren't they? I think with that, including a bit of everything.
And I think they did that. They did that well. They hit the nail on the head. It's fun for kids, fun for adults.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
all around good film.
Have you seen how ridiculously well it's doing at the box office as well? It made like $1 billion in like a weekend or something stupid. Like it's gone,
$1 billion.
and it's gone insane. It's easily going to hit.
It's got 1.155 billion. Damn.
Already. That's like what, a week? Not even a week yet.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, about a week and a half. Yeah.
So it's actually making the money. The budget was only 225 million.
It smashed that bloody. What's that on it?
Only on a YouTube podcast video do you have such words as "it only cost 220 million."
Well, that's what they're saying.
That's it. Only on something like a film podcast would you hear those words. It had a low budget. It was only about 220 what, thousand million. But no, it is making bank. I'm surprised how good it's doing.
I mean, it bodes well for Tom Holland because this is the first one where he's had like a lot of creative control. So
yeah,
and they've already kind of mapped out where he wants to go with the Spider-Man and stuff apparently. So and how he wants to pass the baton apparently. So I reckon he'll finish out another trilogy and then he'll introduce a Miles probably. I reckon.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I kind of thought, when he was talking to the lady police officer, and she was saying, "Oh, you don't even know my kids' names." I was waiting for them to go, "Oh, well, my son's name is Miles."
That wouldn't have worked, though, would it? Because her last name's DeWolf.
Yeah, but I missed that part. I was just waiting because when he was talking to her. Yeah, but it could be that she divorced the dad and then like kept her maiden name. The kids would have Morales.
I do actually feel like there is something where the mum has a different name, to be fair. I feel like the dad's name... No. I don't know. But we'll find out.
I feel like there was a comic run where... The Moraleses were split up or separated.
Maybe.
Before his dad died.
I just thought when that scene happened, I was just like, oh my God, is she going to say that her son's name's Miles? And then I was like, are they going to put it? But they didn't, so it don't matter. But
yeah, there's a lot of little teasers in this film, to be fair. Because did anyone pick up on the company that MJ went for an interview with as well? And she said she didn't want to be a corporate thingy. I was like, oh, is that going to be Oscorp? Is that how they're going to bring in? How they're going to bring it? The what?
They didn't mention the name, did they?
No, they just said a company. She's like, oh, did you go for the interview? And like Ned was like, oh, did you get the job? And she was like, yeah, I got it, but I didn't want to work for him. I was like, oh.
100%. But as I mentioned earlier about Trask, I feel like that was name dropped as well.
They also didn't.
Apparently, I feel like the villain, I can't think what his name is now, did say this would sell well to Trask Industries.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think he did say that. Yeah, I think he did.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they already go in with the Trask storyline of like the Sentinels.
I don't remember that. I feel like I need to watch some more Easter egg videos. Did not catch that one. Oh yeah, that was interesting. And apparently her boyfriend was nameless as well. He didn't actually name who he was. So some people are speculating, oh, is that like somebody big or I don't know. But that'd be interesting. I like how MJ did aerospace and biomechanical engineering at university as well. I was like, that could go either ways as well. Like, is she going to be kind of integral in creating some kind of tech for a villain, or I don't know.
Yeah,
might be interesting.
With those sort of degrees, I feel like maybe she'll make the what do you call it? I can't think what the official name is, but the
glider,
Goblin board,
the glider,
the Goblin glider, yeah.
So that'd be cool if she inadvertently created a villain.
Or maybe Vulture 2.0, seeing as they shoved him into Morbius's universe, and they're just like, we're like, no, we're not doing anything with that. So bye, Michael. Sucks to be you. As much as I liked him, I don't know how they're going to utilize that one again. Or just recon it and just say, oh no, that never happened.
Well, I mean, with the way they're going with the crazy multiverse stuff, they could literally with universes colliding and stuff, they could pick what they want. They could even bring the original Green Goblin back and just plop him in that universe, saying, "Oh, that universe is going now, but he managed to come over to this one, so at the end of Doomsday, it's all done. So wherever you are, you're stuck in that universe. So they can literally just pick and choose who they want."
Yeah, he's
only one man can stop Victor Von Doom. What's your name? I'm Batman.
Batman.
Just bringing random people.
I mean, they could do.
Willem Dafoe's been here the whole time. There's always been Norman Osborn, and there's always been an Oscorp, and there's always been a Harry Osborn. Yeah, I don't know. Just mix it up. Played by what's his name?
Yeah.
Joe. What's his name from Stranger Things?
Joe Kerry. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, I've been here the whole time. But no, yeah, I liked it. I liked all the different theories on the post-credit scene as well. To be fair, quite funny. But like, oh, it's in space, or oh, it's Battle World, or no, it's a different universe coming in, or like, there's loads of different.
Universe. There's so many it could be, but I think that's the whole point. Like with some post-credit scenes, it almost spoon-feeds you what it's referenced. In this one, it just leaves you in the dark. But I like that one because it gives you more to talk about afterwards, and you're like, oh, what could this be? Instead of explicitly saying like. I mean, I know that like it was one of the first post-credit scenes, but like when we see like the Infinity Gauntlet, like if you've read the comics or know anything about the comics, you know what's coming. You know that that's the introduction of Thanos. Whereas this didn't really tell you either way. It just said another Spider-Man located, and just showed you the pinpoint. It didn't actually tell you what Spider-Man, whether it was Tom, Miles, whether it was Toby, whether it was Andrew. Don't really tell you, and that's what I liked about the post-credit scene, to be honest.
I don't think it's going to be Toby's because if the leaks are true, it's meant to be Toby's.
But then everybody says, could that be the incursion that Charles sees? And that's why he only blips. He blips into reality, and then the incursion does its damage.
No, because it's meant to be, if, as we were said, if it's true, it's meant to be the X-Men and Toby's universe are colliding. So that's what he sees in the sky, is that one coming towards them. So it might be Andrew Garfield's, because he's doing what he usually does on these things, like last time when he wasn't Spider-Man.
I'm definitely not in this film. I don't even know what that film's about.
I'm not werewolf. I'm not the werewolf. That's so funny. That was so funny.
He's been like, oh, so you're not. So what do you think of the post-credit scene? Like, is that yours? And he's like, no, I've not heard anything. No.
Yeah, because the interviewer was like, "Oh yeah, there's a new. Is there? Oh, really?"
I think the best interview moment was because I just believe him because of how grumpy he is. Is Harrison Ford when he was like, "What's a Red Hulk?" When he just looked at the screen, deadpan, and went, "I don't know what you're talking about. What is a Red Hulk?"
No, I think it might be that he's come. Theirs is going to, and it's going to be like an emotional thing because obviously all three of them had like quite a in-depth, like a connection, didn't they? When they all met up, they were like three brothers.
I love you guys.
I think it's going to be like the two in the X-Men one is going to be obviously emotional, and then what could they do with Andrew Garfield's apart from him know that he's got to die for him to survive? So I think that's how they'll get us with that.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of want them to do the Ultimates thing where Doom kind of erases everybody's memories and they don't know that they're heroes. Because in the Ultimate Spider-Man that I'm reading, like, Spider-Man's got a family and he's all grown up and Peter Parker doesn't know that he's Spider-Man. And then this, like, Iron Man from either the future or a different universe or something, like, brings him this like sphere with like a spider in it, and he like makes him Spider-Man because he was always supposed to be Spider-Man, but the maker had kind of warped all the universes, so none of the heroes actually knew who they were, which was interesting. So it'd be cool if like they swapped it out for Doom and he kind of.
Wait, so he didn't know he was Spider-Man?
Yeah, because he
wasn't Spider-Man, so he didn't have the powers.
No, well, yeah, kind of, yeah, because he kind of altered reality, so like none of the heroes knew who they were. Kind of
that'd be really weird. He just leans against the wall and then the wallpaper comes off, and then he's like, "Ugh, what's this stuff?" That's like, I need to go to the doctors. Like, there's all this weird stuff coming out of me.
So yeah, that'd be cool if in like Andrew's universe he was grown up and stuff, and he'd never been Spider-Man, and then because that could be like a whole new tangent of Marvel to like do an Ultimates universe. That'd be quite cool, but don't know if that'll ever happen.
Because when I saw the Andrew Garfield interview where he denies it, he's like proper bearded and like long hair.
That's how he looks. That's how he looks in the Ultimates as well. So in the Ultimate universe,
we'll do it where he comes from his universe to warn him,
Mm.
but he miscalculated it or something. Maybe Fantastic Four bring him. Or something. I don't know, because obviously, when we see that in the post-credits scene where the Fantastic Four's ships flying through space, maybe they'll do a thing to try and warn some of the universes or something, and they bring someone he'll trust, which is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Maybe.
It's all speculation.
There could be more people standing in that room with them when they're in the trailer, you know, when they're all the different groups are there. Maybe they've like erased some people out of it. Because there is a gap. There's a gap in between some of the Fantastic Four as well. There's like where there's nobody there.
Yeah,
so.
I think that space is filled up by the Fury Eye, and I don't think we're just going to see one Doctor Doom. I feel like unless he's reanimated Tony's body, I feel like if that is Victor Von Doom who looks like Tony Stark, I feel like he'll be almost not a good Doom, but almost the Doom that will side with the rest of the group and be absolutely destroyed by almost Supreme Doom.
Oh yeah,
That's someone else. Because like it isn't unheard of in the comics as well, like Dooms going against each other. Because like, it's even said that the only person that can defeat Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom himself.
That would be interesting if the whole time.
I do believe that it's the big wool over our eyes thing ever. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is our Doom. I think he's the Doom that will defend this universe but fail miserably.
Oh, that would be really cool if it's all this time we're thinking he's Doom, and then another Doctor Doom comes in, and it's like, oh, we've been duped.
The thing that makes me think this is he's too keen to convince us that he's Doom. Like every other Instagram post he's putting up, it's like referencing Doom. Like no other bit. Like you don't see Josh Brolin like, oh yeah, playing Thanos. Oh yeah, I'll just promote Thanos all the time.
But to be fair,
I'm here.
What he said about different mask, same task would still apply if the Doom was good, wouldn't it? Because it'd be the same. He'd want to save, like, could protect the world. So like, it's the same thing that Tony wanted to do, but like, it's just Doom instead. So maybe there's a different Doom that doesn't want to protect the universes. You know what I mean? He wants to like destroy them all.
Or he comes to stop the incursions, and then everyone's like, "Hey Tony, how you doing?" And then he's like, "What?" And then sort of starts rethinking his morals, and then a Supreme Doom turns up and goes, "No. You're becoming too soft. You're not sticking to your task." That could happen as well.
Well, apparently
it's almost like the Faults villain, and then halfway through, like, oh no, he's actually starting to think about his real morals, and then you get like someone who's more powerful.
Well,
there's also the theory that came out about like obviously Doom just like splitting King Thanos in half at the start of the film, just to show like his power.
Yeah, they always have that, don't they? The power scaling scene. Where like, oh, that person's super from an half. Whoa. But yeah, they always have that. Like when Thanos beat Hulk to a pulp, that was mint. Everyone was like, beat him in a fist fight. That was mint. Have you heard
It just takes off his mask. It's just Terrence Howard, and it's the biggest long game ever. Are you remember from Iron Man?
Have you heard the sad news about Mark Ruffalo? Apparently, Doomsday is his last Hulk outing.
Yeah, I heard that.
Apparently.
Oh, what? Does the contract run out?
Don't know. He just says it's his last one, but that'd be weird. MCU with no Hulk.
Yeah, but could he be baiting us? Like, it might be the last Hulk outing, but will it be the last that we see of his Bruce Banner?
Yeah, maybe he'll get rid of Hulk.
Maybe. That'd be weird. I do like University Teacher Banner though. Where there's like guy randomly dressed as Hulk, like Hulk smash. That's quite funny. That was amazing. I do like him as a teacher. To be fair, quite cool. As like a mentor to like, because there's what's the other Hulk called? It's Amadeus Cho or something. There's like an Asian Hulk as well, isn't there? Can't think what his name is, but yeah, they could bring that one in. That'd be quite interesting. So there is other Hulks out there that could replace him with if they wanted to. It's like Totally Awesome Hulk or something random, somewhat a bit more modern sounding. But yeah, I think the official title for the all super powerful Doom is God Emperor Doom or something in it. I think that's what is when he's got like the white cloak and stuff on. So that was probably what we'll get at the end of Doomsday, probably.
But yeah, I don't think God Emperor Doom is going to be Robert Downey Jr.
No?
For like Robert Downey Jr. is just almost mid-tier.
I think there's some secret casting somewhere we've not heard of.
I mean, I don't know if I believe the original secret casting before we got the thing that Cillian Murphy would do it. I think he would do a good job, but I don't know if he'd do that. Because obviously there's a lot of people that like wouldn't touch comic book films.
Yeah.
But then again, if it's such a big role, would he take it on just for the laughs? Because it isn't really going to damage his career that much if it was to go to pot, which I don't think it would. But I think that's what a lot of people are scared of. Like, it's a bit hit and miss in it being cast in a superhero film. I don't know. Point is, I think time will tell. Like, we could be like, oh yeah, it's going to be this person, and then it turns out to be a female Doom, and then we're all just incorrect.
I do like all the theories around who the witches are, or the coven of like magic users that he's got with him that are all women apparently.
Are we going to have a women do it better scene like we did in Endgame?
Oh no, yeah, it's dead lame, isn't it? But, I wonder how Jean Grey's going to factor into like Secret Wars and stuff. I wonder, because she's not in Doomsday, she's just in Secret Wars apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So yeah, intrigued.
I feel like her name might be dropped in what's it though? Doomsday. Just the post-credit scene.
June! Just Magneto, just looking at someone off screen. That's it. To be continued.
I think what they'll do is because obviously they're not going to do like Doomsday and then a year later the follow-up Secret Wars is going to come out. I think they'll have like a 3-year minimum gap between, and then in those years in between they might do like either launch the new X-Men or do something with Jean in it so they can set her up more for Secret Wars, like maybe give her another power-up.
Secret Wars is already slated for 2028, isn't it?
For now, but it could be pushed.
Still 2 years, yeah, they could still push it, or we don't know if they've already been recording something for her.
Is it? I don't know if it is 2028, actually. Might be 2027, I'm sure.
They've got a timeline.
So I think the new Black Panther's 2028, so I'd assume Secret Wars is 2027.
I mean, obviously don't talk about that today, but just why it's been name dropped, I'm happy with who the cast is. T'Challa II. I'm happy with that casting.
I heard some...
He's a very good actor.
Very random casting for Charles and Eric today. Apparently, the Skarsgårds have been spoken to, both...
Alex.
Yeah, I was like...
I think that would work. Like, they've both got range, and I feel like...
I mean, you'd have the brothers dynamic, obviously, because they actually are brothers. But that'd be interesting.
The left-out brother would then have to be in it.
There's quite a few in there. There's one that you don't really see in many. There's like 4 of them. I'm sure
there's 7 Skarsgårds altogether.
Jesus Christ. They are.
There's like 5 with one wife and then 2 with the other, but the famous ones are with the first wife.
Oh, you know that? You with your nuggets of knowledge.
It's a big family. Don't say I don't bring you to these videos. I give you nuggets of knowledge about how many Skarsgård offspring there are.
I love Tyler's nuggets of knowledge. Right. Do you want to do a 5 minutes on what we didn't like? So I feel like you guys would have more of that.
Sure. I've got to go shortly.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, we can do whatever.
I didn't like that when he was like learning about his organic webs that we didn't have a repeat of the Maguire scene with different lines this time. I'll put it away, web.
He sort of did it, didn't he? But...
He did, but with not a lot.
I like the web stop thing. That was quite funny. Web, stop. Web, stop. Web, stop.
And he's just sad. Go and swing down that. Web, stop.
Stop. No.
Please stop.
I liked his like
just those two falling, and then he's like, "Oh, you gonna like reignite your web? No, we're just gonna fall."
I liked his emo. His emo swinging as well was quite dramatic, wasn't
it? Yeah. I like how between that he was just like no effort. Like.
At least it didn't make him dance down the street. Anyway, that's all I can say. God.
No, that would have made it better for me.
Terrible.
Spider-Man 3.
I was going to say, like, Spider-Man 3, the more we talk about it, the better it gets. Especially Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire. Put some dirt in
your eye. Rub some dirt in your eye.
Good grief.
I'm trying to think other stuff. Like, we've gone over some of the stuff that we didn't like. I'm just trying to think what I don't like about it overall is that they kind of are wasting what they did with the whole spell thing. Like the fact that he's like now back to where he was. He's just like, oh, I've took a couple of years off and they're not being my friends. Oh, and now they're my friends again, and we're eventually going to be back to where we were.
I don't know if they're gonna, like in Guardians where Gamora died, and then there was a new Gamora, and they didn't repeat it, did they? Like she was kind of completely different, and they never got together again. Like, so I don't know if they're gonna do that maybe, and like the characters will be in a different trajectory because they've not got the memories, the old memories. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could do, I suppose.
So they'll be they might still kind of be friends, but they're not going to be as close as they were. You know what I mean? They could use that to kind of. They could kind of use that to bring in like a.
We could have like people like Felicia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Turn up now, and he still have MJ in his life, but not in a romantic sense.
Yeah, because that happens quite a lot in the comics where MJ's kind of there, but she's not his main love interest. You know what I mean? So I think that would kind of.
She's almost like the safety net. So she's always going to be there, but they're never going to be romantically linked again.
Yeah, because I think
that's how they do it.
I think they'll kind of use Ned and MJ in different ways now. I feel, to be fair, hopefully.
And you got to think they've only got to put board for like one of them, and the other one will just board there for free. That's what happens when you cast married couples. If one's there, they'll both be there.
But no, there wasn't. I don't really know what to say. I didn't like really. But yeah, I do get about the whole spell undoing thing. But I'm hoping, with Tom being like creatively involved, I'd like to think that he wouldn't backtrack. You know what I mean? Because he quite likes the character.
I know we talk about negatives, but talk about the spell. Something that I really liked, going back to a positive, is the opening at Marvel Studios, where like when you see the spell happen, in the background, he starts disappearing from all of the clips of him and Ned and MJ.
Huh?
Spider-Man wasn't in the opening credits, and like watching it again, he was, but as soon as you see like the clip from No Way Home where the spell happens, that's when he starts disappearing. Until he's just left with like you just get like a really sorrowful look at him just before, obviously, we cut to the actual film.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's a good catch. Did you like the...
And also, a negative is the fact that going back to like the greatest Spider-Man film, Spider-Man 3, he should have done another line that reiterated that. The guy should have come in and be like, hey, you owe me rent. And him just say, I'll give you your rent when you fix the damn asbestos problem.
One criticism I did see online that I agreed with was that the whole film was kind of setting up, like his mutations, and there's the whole story like that's what I thought when I first saw some of the leaks for this film originally, with like the black eyes and stuff. I was like, yes, they're going to do Man Spider and they're going to properly go for it, but they only kind of went there a little bit. It was like whole bit where Tobey Maguire gets like performance anxiety and hurts his back, and it was kind of like that, it was where of getting the webbing, it's a bit awkward and I don't like it. It's giving me headaches. But they never went full. If they'd have done even like 15-20 minutes where he like turned into Man Spider and like all this crazy stuff happened.
The director and Tom Holland both said that they did shoot scenes for like full transformation, but then they realised in the end it would be too scary for kids. And I was like, come on,
make it 15.
Come on. Who
paid for the tickets? Jacob didn't pay for his ticket. I paid for it. So if I want to go and see Man Spider, I'll go see Man Spider.
In the words of like the classic memes, the kids have had their fun. We want the adult Spider-Man. Man Spider. We want his face to start cracking in half and see some abdomen coming out of it. Come on.
We did. See,
we needed it.
James Gunn, sort it out, mate.
I love how like that's just like what he's become now. I feel like that's like the go away from today's video. If you want to do your dark hero, just get James Gunn to do it. He'll do it for free, just because he likes booking about stuff like that.
As long as his wife's in it, otherwise he's not going to do
it. And his wife has a different love interest every film.
Yeah, that's a bit sus.
Just sits in the director's chair.
Yeah, kiss more.
Yes. But the stage direction says we only have to do it once. Do it again.
Creepy director, man. But yeah.
Do we want to give out of 10s or out of 5s?
I don't know. What do you think? 5? Is that easier?
I feel like 10. I feel like because out of 10, I mean, YouTube can give it in 5 as you want. I think out of 10, I'd give it a 7. 7
Really?
out of 10. Because if it was in 5s, I would have gave it a 4. But to me, like, I feel like there's a lot of like range in what a 4. Because to me, like, it could be a low 4, it could be a high 4. So I think in 10, like, you can almost get my thoughts on the film a bit more. So 7, I'd say 7 out of 10.
Really?
I mean, if I put it against every film I've ever watched, it would probably be like a 6. If I put it against other Spider-Man films and the other Marvel Spider-Man, like the other Tom Holland ones, I'd probably give it a 7 as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nuance with the grade.
Yeah, I don't know whether to. I've got a bit of recency bias, but I don't know to put it a bit higher than that. So I really enjoyed it.
That's what you do every time, Matthew. It's like, it's a 10. It's
not a 10, but it's like at least like an 8.5, I reckon. Because I loved it. I loved it.
Films, the other Tom Holland ones.
I mean, No Way Home's like it's like a different animal to this, isn't it? No Way Home. It's like a Member Berries film, isn't it? That one really. It's doing something different. Yeah, I definitely think I did enjoy this. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a.
Do you think?
Yeah, off 8.5, I reckon.
Whoa, so it's going up.
It's high for me. High.
Quick, shut the video off. It'll go to a 9 in a minute.
No, I said 8. I said 8 to 8.5 before. So yeah, staying firm. I like it. I enjoyed it. I like that everything's evolving. It's not getting. They're not letting it go stale. You know what I mean? Like this is easily the best 4th installment of any, like, of the Marvel films, I would say, because Thor was like a turd, and what else have we had?
That's putting it lightly. That's making it sound better than it was.
I mean, do you really count Captain America: Brave New World as the 4th installment?
Yes, I do, and it was also a piece of turd.
Yeah, it's like it's a different cap in it. So is that like the first one of his? I don't really know, but yeah, I think it was good, solid. I really enjoyed it. I could talk about it for ages, to be fair, but we've only got a certain amount of time. We're all busy people, so that was a lot of our thoughts. Probably not all of them, but like trying to cram them. I think we're going to do more Spider-Man videos because I like talking about them, to be fair. So we're probably going to do.
There is a lot to talk about with Spider-Man.
I think we're going to do like Lewis came up with the idea of doing 5 favourite Spider-Man villains and 5 worst Spider-Man villains. I think that'd be quite fun to do.
Ooh.
So I don't know who wants to
ranking all the Spider-Man films.
Yeah, I could do that as well.
It's quite a few. But I'd say, would you say it's like 15?
Because
if you include the animated,
there's.
I'd say it's
off
about.
The top of my head.
Well, there's 4 Toms, 3 Tobys, 2 Andrews, 2 animated. That's 11. So
there's 11. Yeah.
Don't count any of that bloody Sony rubbish because that's garbage. Right. Just the pure Spider-Mans. There we go. We'll do that. But yeah, we could do that too.
Oh right. I thought you meant we don't count like Sony rubbish as in Andrew. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're not going into the Sonyverse as much as I do like some of what they brought into it. But yeah, that's not a Spider-Man film, so yeah, I can allow it.
So yeah, probably we'll rank them at some point as well. So just gonna keep spitting out Spider-Man stuff. I think while we're riding on.
If we was to put the Sonyverse in there, though, I already know what my number 1 would be: Kraven the Hunter.
Is that the best? Is it? Is that the best of a bad bunch? What, over Venom?
No. I think that had the best Rhino in. Just the guy with his little juice pack all the way through, and then I am the Rhino right at the end.
Random. But yes, that is our thoughts. Please let us know in the comments and on any social media what you thought of it. Did you put it at a 7, or would you put it higher up like I have? Would you put it 10 out of 10? Where would you rank it in your Spider-Man movie rankings? Do you include the Sony films or not? Don't do that. But yes, please let us know, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share to the Midland Earth channel, because we have all the Spidey goodness. If you love Spider-Man, come to the channel. If you like movies and TV in general, come to the channel. So subscribe.
If you don't like Spider-Man, maybe we'll rub some dirt in your eye.
But yeah, we will, definitely. But ta-ta for now, and we'll see you in the next one.
Ciao.